Hello students, in earlier class of fiber to fabric, you have learnt about one of the animal fiber, that is wool. Today we will discuss about another animal fiber, that is silk. Students, you might have heard about different types of fabrics. Did you heard about silk? Silk is also a type of fabric. Silk fibers are also animal fibers. Silkworms spin the silk fibers. The rearing of silkworm for obtaining silk is called sericulture. Now, we will discuss about the life history of silkworm. Life of silkworm starts when the female silk moth lays eggs on mulberry leaves. After some time, this egg hatch into larvae. These larvae are known as caterpillars or silkworms. Slowly, these caterpillars grow in size by feeding only on mulberry leaves. The next stage in the life cycle of silkworm is pupa. When the caterpillar has grown enough, it starts weaving in the net around itself. During those movements, the caterpillar secretes fiber made up of protein, which hardens on exposure to air and become silk fiber. This covering is known as cocoon. Development of pupa into moth continues inside the cocoon. Now, we shall highlights on types of silk. There are different types of silk like mulberry silk, tassar silk, moga silk and eri silk. Above silks are obtained by cocoon spun by different types of moth. Mulberry silk is the most popular of all the silk and it is produced by silkworm that completely feeds on mulberry leaves. Students, now do an activity. Take a synthetic silk thread and a pure silk thread. Burn this thread carefully. Students, you must take precaution while burning these threads. Did you notice any differences in the smell while burning? Did you find any other differences? Explain why. We found that artificial silks are burned quickly with fumes, while pure silk burns slowly and does not give much of fumes. Artificial silks on burning shrinks or curls away from flame and its ash is like plastic, while pure silk burns into ashes. Its ash is gritty powder and easily crushable. Now, students, we shall discuss about the processes that are involved in the manufacturing of silk. For obtaining silk, moths are reared and their cocoons are collected to get silk threads. Now, we will discuss on the steps involved in the production of silk. In the first step, rearing of silkworms. Rearing of silkworm to produce raw silk is called sericulture. In the beginning, the female silk moth lays hundreds of eggs which are stored carefully on the cloth or paper and sold to silkworm farmers. Farmers maintain suitable conditions for hatching of these eggs. When these eggs are hatched, caterpillars come out. They feed on mulberry leaves day and night. After 25 to 30 days, the caterpillars stop eating and move to a tiny chamber of bamboo in the tray to spin cocoons. Then, processing silk from cocoons. Cocoons are exposed to the sun or steam or boiled. The silk fibers get separated. The process of getting silk threads from cocoons to use it as a silk fabric is known as reeling of the silk. Reeling is done by a special machine. Silk fibers are then spun into silk threads, which are woven into silk cloth by weavers. So students, whatever we have learned today, we shall summarize now. We learned that silk is an animal fiber. We have discussed about life cycle of silkworm, and lastly we have seen the processes that are involved in the process of obtaining silk from fiber. That's all for today. Goodbye. Take care. Thank you.